go to the 26 Dirt Late Model Dream. The winner starts outside of row number 3. On the pole, he won the 3rd richest race in Dirt Late Model Racing history here Thursday night. In car 76, he's undefeated so far this week. 2 preliminary wins in the 76. Out of Evans, Georgia, it'll be Brandon Overton. On the outside, the hottest driver in NASCAR Cup racing. He's won the last 2 races he's been in. 3 career wins in the Dirt Late Model. The number 6, out of Elk Grove, California, it is Kyle Larson.
We move back to row number 2 on the inside of Mount Holly, North Carolina. The 22 is Fergie time, Chris Ferguson. And on his outside, out of Frankfort, Illinois, in the 99 Junior, it's Frank Heckeness Jr.
Row 3, the Billy Hicks 79. Out of Clover, South Carolina, it's Ross Bales. The 16, out of Decorah, Iowa's Tyler Bruning.
Row number 4, the Silver Shark, Scott James in the 83. He'll be flanked by the 4G of Cody Evans.
Earl Pearson Jr. out of Jacksonville, Florida. Josh Richards and Dustin Nobby. Austin Kirkpatrick and Steve Casebolt. Scratch from Heat 1, DJ.
15 laps, the distance, top 3. Transfer to the 26 Dirt Late Model Dream. Heat race number 1 is underway.
Oh, Overton and Larson. A pair of Longhorns out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Can anyone stop Brandon Overton tonight? They hit it at turn number 3, but it's Kyle Larson out at turn 4, out in front of the MAV TV plus 6.
Kyle Larson looking to roll off from P6 in tonight's A main. Second place will start from position number 7. Brandon Overton momentarily peeked a nose down to the inside. Instead, he'll tuck back in line. Again, 15 laps the distance. In your heat races, Kyle Larson stays out front. Brandon Overton right there knocking on the door.
This is what they pay to see. Larson will drift up the track. Overton to shoot down low down the back straightaway. Here comes Brandon Overton. Into turn number 3 as Tyler Bruning is off the pace here on the main straightaway. He's still in the racing groove, and the caution is out.
Hard to tell from our vantage point, James. Looked like there may have been a tire down on the 16. Maybe not. I don't know. But at any rate, the Greg Bruning-owned entry, the Skyline Materials, been an explosive 16. Not up to snuff, and that'll put us under yellow with 2 laps scored and 13 laps to go here in heat race number 1.
So it's Larson, Overton, Ferguson, Heckeness, and Bales. What a way to welcome back fans here this week. And right there you have one of the most diversified drivers in all of racing right there leading after 2 laps in the books. So we'll double them up. It'll be Larson and Overton on your front row. Then it's Ferguson and Heckeness Jr. Again, the top 3 advance. The rest will have to run a B feature, and then the winner of the scrambles will also be determined. Again, in the overall points from last night, DJ, it's Overton, Satterley, Davenport, and Bronson.
Yeah, Overton's locked in no matter what.
Overton's locked in no matter what, because they do not have to run a B feature.
That's right.
The top 2. Here we go.
True double file restart. Larson chooses the inside lane. 2 scored, 13 to go. They come back to green. Larson gets a good start. Overton tucks in line. Here comes Chris Ferguson battling for second. He clears Overton off the corner.
Brandon with the crossover down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And Overton in the Wells Motorsports 76. He'll take it back, and here comes Heckeness. But Larson stretching it out into turn number 1, Dustin.
Again, the top 3 transfer to the 26th running of the Dirt Late Model Dream. Right now it's Kyle Larson, Brandon Overton, Chris Ferguson running 1, 2, and 3. Fergie slipped a little high coming off the corner. Frank Heckeness Jr. able to close in momentarily, but out front, Kyle Larson stretches out his advantage to 1.1 seconds over Brandon Overton.
28-year-old out of Elk Grove, California, down the back straightaway. Competed in his first ever 100 lap. He ran the whole 100 laps here on Thursday night, and right now, if he wins this race, car 6 will start 6th.
5 laps scored, 10 laps remaining. Kyle Larson continues to pick him up and put him down in this one, stretching out his lead over Brandon. He's trying to do something that nobody has done yet this week. Beat Brandon Overton in a race, in any race.
Yeah, he's doing it a good job. The top 3 have pulled away. Fergie in 3rd spot. Then it's Heckeness. Then it's Bales. Then it's Pearson. And then Scott James. That Kevin Runley prepared car. They won the Dream here in 2015 when Scott Bloomquist was 25 pounds light, giving the win to Jonathan Davenport. But Kyle Larson, 3 career wins in a late model. Port Royal, All-Tech earlier this year, and then you saw him at Brownstown, Indiana. We both did a few weeks ago.
I've been at 2 of the 3.
I've been at all three.
Yes, you have.
Yes, sir.
Could it happen again tonight? Well, we got a ways to go yet, and 100 laps is a long time, but he looks solid right now. Out front and in clean air. 8 down, 7 to go, 2.5 seconds. The advantage for the current driver that he's second in the NASCAR point standings. He leads the NASCAR playoff points. Kyle Larson out of Elk Grove, California.
And he drew the pole tomorrow night for the race at Texas, the NASCAR All-Star race that pays a cool $1 million to win. And right now, that's about the best dominating performance we have seen. He's got a straightaway lead over the hottest driver here at Eldora this week, Brandon Overton. Unbelievable.
Again, trying to do something that nobody has been able to do here at the Big E so far this week, and that is beat Brandon Overton in anything. Overton undefeated in every race he's been in, heat races and features both. But right now, Kyle Larson setting a blistering pace at the front of the field. He's about a half second faster than Brandon Overton. 4.2 seconds, the advantage for your race leader, James, with 3 to go.
Reminds me of Alltech in January when he won a race by 16 seconds, a Lucas Oil race. And right now, he is at turn number 3. As they come out of turn number 4, they will have 13 laps in the books, 2 to go, white flag next time around. And DJ Overton still has not crossed the start-finish line.
Unreal, 5.4 seconds, the advantage for Kyle Larson in this heat race, and he just keeps extending the lead. How good is Kyle Larson in this heat race, James? The next car to go a lap down is going to be the 14 of Josh Richards. He may not get there because the checkered flag is in hand. Oh, he's going to pull down to the inside. Checkered flag is out. Kyle Larson wins heat race number 1 by a country mile. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now Brandon Overton crosses the line. 6.2 seconds back in second. Chris Ferguson grabs the 3rd and final transfer spot. Frank Heckenus Jr. 4th. Ross Bales 5th. So finishing in the 3rd and final transfer spot, ladies and gentlemen, it's Fergie time. Chris Ferguson 2nd. The only time he's been beaten this week is the 76 of Brandon Overton. And rolling into the FloRacing scale area, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of heat race number 1 by 6.2 seconds. How about it for Kyle Larson?
He'll tip the scales, 24.06 roughly, 23.50 was the minimum. So he will win the heat race. He'll start 6th for the 2nd time this week, 6th in the 100-lapper. That's where he started back on Thursday night. 6 is the name of the game, and that one is car 6. Picks up the win. Kyle, car 6 picks up the win. You won by over 6 seconds. You're going to start 6th like you did back on Thursday night. What have you got to do different here tonight to get the win?
I don't know. We've got really good speed when the track's got grip in it. I think when it slicks off, we got to get better. But I learned a lot the other night, so I know Kevin did as well. So hopefully we should be a lot better for these 100 laps and just be a little bit more patient and try and give myself a shot at the end.
Well, if he just showed his hand at all right there, it could be a very interesting main event. Guys, Kyle Larson, he won Heat Race 1 on Thursday night. He wins Heat Race 1 tonight. Heat Race 2 coming to the Speedway next.
Did he say he has to get better?
He said he learned a lot, and that's always bad if you're trying to race Kyle Larson.
Well, he's going to start 6th by virtue of winning heat race number 1. He rolls off P6 in tonight's 26 Dirt Late Model Dream. James, Heat 2 is out on the track. The winner of this one will start in position number 5.
Greg Satterley won one of the Twin 25s last night. He's out of Indiana, Pennsylvania. Outside of him in the 20 RT, the top rookie in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in the Todd and Vicky Burns SSI Motorsports entry. Out of Adele, Iowa, it's Ricky Thornton Jr.
Row number 2 on the inside, the driver out of Moweaqua, Illinois. It's going to be the Moweaqua Missile, Shannon Babb. And on the outside of him, he's got one Dirt Late Model Dream start back in 2015. Out of Verona, Kentucky in the 11, it's Josh Rice.
Row number 3 on the inside, former Sunoco North-South 100 winner, the 7 out of Headingley, Manitoba, Canada. In his own sniper chassis, it's Ricky Weiss. And on the outside of him, in the Dome Cycle Sales Longhorn, the 17 out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia, it'll be Zach Dome.
We move back to row number 4 on the inside. There we find the driver out of Bloomington, Illinois, coming back from a violent wreck here less than 48 hours ago. How about it, ladies and gentlemen, for the high side hustler, Jason Fager. And on his outside out of Seymour, Tennessee, in the Warrior Race Cars, Robert Speed Company PTSD Awareness, number 1G, it's Ryan King.
Row number 5 on the inside to be the 3-time Florence Speedway track champion, the Big Show. Out of Walton, Kentucky to be Robbie Hensley. Outside the veteran, the 95. Out of Wapakoneta, Ohio is Jerry Bowersock. And the 14B trying to start his first career dirt late model dream in his first appearance at Eldora. Out of Norman Park, Georgia, DJ, it'll be John Baker.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 cars running 15 laps. Top 3 transfer to the 26 Dirt Late Model Dream winner starts 5th. Satterley on the pole. Ricky Thornton on the outside. Heat number 2 is underway.
RTJ will take it to the outside. Ricky Thornton Jr., 41 wins a year ago. Over 3 forms of dirt track racing, modified, late model, and a IMCA stock car. He'll lead him into 3. Satterley, Josh Rice getting up on the wheel. The Ralph Latham Memorial winner in position number 3 out of Shannon Babb.
Right now he holds down that final transfer spot. Ricky Thornton Jr., your leader. Here comes Shannon Babb down to the inside. Top side still the place to be right now, but as more guys, James, continue to run that bottom side, we see the bottom side continue to gain a little more momentum. Babb's able to pull alongside. Josh Rice right there momentarily. Can't make it stick. Keep your eyes on the cars on the bottom.
1 and 2, they're cleaning that off a little bit better than 3 and 4 as they come into turn number 3. But Ricky Thornton Jr., the modified hot shoe, in a first full year in a dirt late model, the defending Pittsburgher 100 winner leads him out at turn 2.
He's got a 1.2 second advantage over one of last night's prelim winners, Greg Satterley, in 22. Josh Rice continues to hang on to that third and final transfer spot. Man, Rice just let the tail end of that car swing out way high coming off corner number 4. Shannon Babb, though, not really able to close in. Instead, Babb's got the proverbial rear view mirror full of Ricky Weiss down the backstretch.
Boy, what a night it would be for Josh Rice, just making the show after what happened to him on Wednesday night when the throttle stuck in the pit area. And we know what happened there, but right now in that third spot, a little bit ahead of Shannon Babb, but right now Ricky Thornton Jr. with the lead. It's 1.5 DJ this time around with 6 laps completed.
He broke something in the engine here just a few nights ago. Had to put another motor in that race car. Ricky Thornton Jr. Remember, Ricky Thornton Jr. James, he's won a prelim here in an Eldora Crown Jewel before. He's got 2 starts in the Dirt Late Model Dream, but does not have a very good finish in either one. Looking to capitalize on that here a little bit later on this evening. Now, as we close in on the halfway point, trouble for Josh Rice over in turn number 2. Oh,
man.
Not again.
Well, he had something through the radiator the other night and lost the water out of it, and that was the beginning of that night's downfall. And he goes to the bottom of the track here in turn 4 in the third and final transfer spot. I know Ruben and Ben will try to get word, and Josh Rice, Heartbreak Hotel again here at Eldora.
He had a transfer spot, James. He was running in third, and instead,
and the car's coasting past this too, so he's headed back to the pit area. Ruben's headed down to try to get a word, but the car is not under power.
Man, what, 22 years old, got that big Ralph Latham Memorial win at Florence Speedway, his home track, and that great battle with Hudson O'Neal. And not sure, but we'll find out. Ruben will find out.
And guys, I just talked to Josh Rice. Engine for Josh Rice. You got to feel for him.
Well, there's been some drivers so far this week, guys, that Lady Luck has just dealt them a bad hand, and that's one of them right there. Tough break for Josh Rice. We'll line the field back up, side by side, double file for the restart. James, we remember what Greg Satterley did on the restart last night. Here's something interesting. The race leader on almost every restart has chosen the inside lane. Ricky Thornton Jr., your leader, chooses the outside lane. 7 down, 8 to go. We're back underway.
Second Babb, third Weiss, fourth in Zach Dome. All right, out of turn number 2, Shannon Babb will get a wound uphill diamond off the corner, down the back straightaway. A Babb running that Dynagro Team 0, and Zach Dome on the bottom, DJ, that white 17.
Yeah, Ricky Weiss was able to get by Shannon Babb right there on that restart, James, and lay claim to the third and final transfer spot. Weiss may not be done yet. He rolls alongside Greg Satterley through 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Satterley inches ahead, pitches him off just a little bit, takes the line away, going through turns 3 and 4. That's the battle for second. Satterley at 22, Weiss at 7.
The battle behind them between Dome and Babb, but there's the battle there. Greg Satterley, the Gary Satterley-owned car. Impressive run here, first Eldora victory last night. Ricky Weiss trying to get his first crown jewel victory here at Eldora. And on the bottom, there comes side by side half a car link Satterley at the line, Dustin.
That's a great battle for the bridesmaid honors in this one because it's 2 seconds behind your leader, Ricky Thornton Jr. Again, Greg Satterley, one of last night's prelims winners. He's doing everything he can to turn back the challenges of Ricky Weiss. They almost make contact coming off the corner, though. Satterley still a little more momentum, 4 to go.
11 in the books. Ricky Thornton Jr., 2.5 seconds. The advantage over this battle here between Greg Satterley and Ricky Weiss. Weiss will try it down on the bottom. They'll go side by side out of turn number 4. And Satterley, they leave each other plenty of room. Greg still has the spot.
That's a good, hard battle right there, James. Those two guys are running really hard, but they're not laying a fender on each other. Weiss several times could have just completely cleaned old Blue Eyes running in the second spot, though. Patience thinks a little bit better of it, though. Right now, 2 laps to go. Weiss going to try to mount one more challenge. And again, this happens now 2.7 seconds behind your leader.
I thought he looked like Samson, didn't he? I mean, he had the hair. So go into 3. It's all RTJ, the Chandler, Arizona native, now living in Adele, Iowa. Straightaway lead over the rest of the field.
Final time around, and we'll keep it doubled up here for you. Camera on the right on your race leader, Ricky Thornton Jr. He's got this race well in hand. Battle for second on the bigger screen on the left. Checkered flags out. Ricky Thornton Jr. gets the win in heat race number 2. Oh, baby! Weiss takes the second spot on the final lap with a slight elbow thrown in. Satterley falls to 3rd. He gets the final transfer spot. Shannon Babb and Zach Dome round out the top 5.
Oh, my goodness.
Yikes. So Greg Satterley will finish 3rd. Ricky Weiss will finish 2nd. But the winner of heat race number 2, ladies and gentlemen, he is going to start 5th in the 26 Dirt Late Model Dream out of Adele, Iowa, in the subsurface of Indiana. Dyno 1 certified, inspection sponsored, number 20 RT. How about it for Ricky Thornton Jr.?
Ricky Thornton Jr. pulls up on the scales. He gets the green lights, got the engine revving. Sounds like she's running hot. Crew's bringing some water down to put on the motor. As he picks up the win, he'll start 5th in the feature here tonight. They're going to check on this hot rod right now. Ricky, I know she's running hot. I'll lean in here real quick. You had bad luck back on Thursday night, but tonight you start 5th. Can you take this car to victory lane?
I think so. We got a really good car. You know, I gotta give that heat race to Tyler and Jake. We broke a radiator there in hot laps, and they bust their ass to make sure we can get out there for the heat race.
Now he wins it by straightaway. He's trying to get her cooled down. Ricky Weiss in the same boat. These race cars running really hot here tonight, guys.
Tyler Bragg, now the new crew chief of the SSI Car Tailing Center, left them about a month or 2 ago, and he's now with Frank Heckenash Jr., but a good job there. So Thornton starts 5th. Heat number 3, 15 laps, top 3 advance. The winner starts 4th here tonight. Here's the last lap. You said that was a slight elbow?
I mean, it may have been.
He was banging.
Yeah,
Tim Hortons would be proud of that one, wouldn't he?
Full disclosure, there. I mean, you know, Weiss had a run coming in. Satterley got a little loose as well. An elbow is still an elbow.
Hang on, guys. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Hoghead's down here. Robbie Allen not real happy with the Ricky Weiss crew. A little bit of finger pointing and yelling at each other. And it's almost like it's a Saturday night at the Dirt Late Model Dream.
We got this lineup on the screen. I'm curious. So, no, it looks like Hogs are going to walk away. Kohler heads are going to prevail.
It's hard to do that when it's 95 degrees, Dustin.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's 0 chance I'm pulling Hog off of anybody. I'm going to tell you right now. Me and what army?
Well, heat number 3, and you have, over the last 5 years, the top 2 dirt late model drivers in the nation are going to start right there. You have the 3-time and defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion, Jonathan Davenport. He's out of Blairsville, Georgia, the multi-time World of Outlaws and current points leader in the World of Outlaw Late Model Series, the number 1 out of New Berlin, Illinois. It is Brandon Shepard.
We're about to go green. Pearson Stemler in row 2. Marler and Johnny Scott in row 3. Stormy and K-Rob in row 4. Logan Robertson, Brian Nuttall, Ryan Scott, 15 laps. Heat 3's underway.
K-Rob does not make the call. JD takes it into 1 and 3 wide into turn number 2. Pierce working the bottom and 32 down the back straightaway. Bobby Pierce started on the front row last night, slipped back right at the start, wound up 10th. Right now, Shepard, the 2019 winner of the Dirt Late Model Dream, trails the 2015 winner in a 1.
Side by side for the third spot, Travis Stemler trying to work his way into the dirt late model dream for the very first time. The Ionia, Michigan driver of the number 4 holds down that final transfer spot with BP32 knocking on the back door to complete.
The Chad Anklamone car. Good job, Travis Stemler right there. Battles out of turn number 2. Former modified track champion here at Eldora, but he trails 2 of the best in the business. You can't figure up the wins these guys have had over the last 5 or 6 years. Davenport and Shepard leads them into 1, but Stemler doing a good job in third. BP32 goes to the top, and here comes Johnny Scott and his twin brother down the back straightaway.
Scott Brothers Racing running back there right now. James in the 5th and 6th spot, led by Johnny. Travis Stemler has his hands full with the 32 of Bobby Pierce. Still, caution flag is out on the speedway. Brian Nuttall in the 16. I believe he may have got into the wall. He is slowed to a stop. Yep, damage on that car. I don't know if he got into the wall. Something happened to the 16. It does look like the right side is caved in. And that will put us under caution with 4 laps scored, 11 laps remaining here in heat number 3.
Yeah, Brian Nuttall was looking so forward to this week. His first time here at Eldora is a second-generation driver, Claxton, Georgia. And looks like he will need a hook here tonight. So right there, we have 4 in the books: Davenport, Shepard, Stemler, Pierce. Ben, is Robbie Allen okay?
I got him a Twinkie. He's good. He's headed back down there. No, he's fine. He just wanted to come let his voice be heard, and they all kind of agreed that it was a aggressive racing deal. Just one of those deals. Hey, man, we're going for $126,000 tonight. So all is well. Travis Stemler, how about him in third? I talked to him earlier today, and he said, I know that I've been telling you all week that we're getting better and better, but tonight I really believe we can finally put it in the big show. He sits in that third and final transfer, but he's got Bobby Pierce right there knocking on the back door. It's going to be an interesting one to see which 3 can move on out of this heat race.
On some real good cars back there behind of him as well. I mean, Stemler's got guys behind him, not just Beat 32. Both Scott brothers, Johnny and Stormy Scott, and Mike Marlar in the 157. And guys, Mike Marlar, I don't know. I mean, he's had a good run here this weekend. He's kind of been up and down like a yo-yo here so far this weekend, I feel like.
Well, I mean, don't forget, guys, he made the transition to Capital just not too long ago, and I talked to him back at Circle City, and he said, you know, we're just adapting to it. He has a lot of notes, and he's a driver that could adapt to anything. For God's sakes, he ran a cup car and a truck at Bristol on dirt earlier here this season, and he's just trying to get, you know, that Capital dialed in here at Eldora, but don't count him out yet.
Good look there. You just saw, those of you watching at home, the in-car camera, those white gloves on the driver of the 49, Jonathan Davenport. He is your race leader. 4 laps in, 11 laps remaining. If you're watching back home from somewhere, let us know where you're watching from. Hashtag tweet your flow seat. Hashtag tweet your flow seat. You can be watching right here on the grounds as well, or hashtag DLM Dreams. That's short for Dirt Late Model. Hashtag DLM Dreams. Let us know where you're watching from, James. We say the same thing every time. We typically don't get a chance to read our messages and check these out during the broadcast, right. But we certainly enjoy looking at them a little bit later on, and we appreciate all the fans, whether they're here on the grounds or whether they're watching from somewhere at home.
Could it be the biggest crowd in Dream history? I mean, it's pretty doggone full.
Looks good.
Looks good. I tell you, welcome back, fans.
The 50-50 looks good too. We are just a few $100s away from somebody walking out of here with over 30 grand tonight. That would be the second biggest payday anyone gets here tonight.
We'll start with that on the Friday Night of the World.
Yes, we will. Here we go.
The second world.
That's right. 4 laps down, 11 laps remaining. Jonathan Davenport chooses the inside lane. Shep goes outside. Green's back out. Here comes Brandon Shepard.
JD&B show. He thrown it in there. Man,
Stemler.
They were trading paid. We're at the end of 1 out of turn number 2. Johnny Scott's going to fall back, but into turn number 3, Davenport. Now Bobby Pierce on the bottom. Pierce, you know where he's going to go. He's going to go up to the top. Stemler back to 4th, digging hard on the bottom, and here comes Mikey Marlar.
Mike Marlar trying to work his way up. Stemler trying to stick a nose back underneath. Bobby Pierce can't get it done. He falls back to the 4th spot. Mike Marlar trying to make headway on the bottom. Race for second there on your screen. Brandon Shepard in the 1. Bobby Pierce in 32. Pierce right now solidly in the 3rd spot. Behind of him, a good battle now for the 4th position.
Mike Marlar down the back straightaway on Stemler. There's the between the two Illinois hot shoes, Shepard and Pierce. Here comes Marlar. Meanwhile, up top, Stemler still has the spot. Travis Stemler put on a good show. He's one spot out of Macon, but he would have a good starting spot in one of the two B mains here tonight, Dustin.
Absolutely. Of course, you never know what's going to happen in the FloRacing scale area as well. If one of the top three drivers come up light, he would be the first driver to make his way in. If that's the case, halfway home. 8 down, 7 remaining in 15-lap heat race number 3. Winner of this heat race starts 4th in the 26th running of the Dirt Late Model Dream.
Davenport, they have both the utilization of a Clements and Cornette. It's a Cornette under the hood tonight. Jack Cornette out of Somerset, Kentucky. And that Longhorn chassis down the back straightaway. Nutrient Ag Solutions, Lance Landers' own car right now to turn number 4 as they head down the main straightaway. 5 laps to go in the 1. Shepard still second. Pierce third. Stemler, Marlar, and Stormy and Johnny. That
lead for your race leader, Jonathan Davenport, somewhat plateaued off right there, anywhere from about 1.1 to 1.3 seconds or so. It was 1.1 the last time by. This time by, it stays 1.1. So again, Davenport not pulling away. Shepard, though, not closing in either. Those two drivers, though, they got a pretty sizable advantage over your third place car of Bobby Pierce. They got about 3.2 seconds on him. Pierce has got a pretty decent gap between himself and a decent little battle still for the 4th spot, which Travis Stemler hangs on to and continues to turn back Mike Marlar. This time by James, just 2 laps to go for your leader, JD.
And the winner starts 4th here tonight outside row number 2. 15 times he's won a main event this year. Jonathan Davenport, he only won 5 all of last year. And right now, he's third in the Lucas Oil points. He's got a lot of big wins already this year, over $200,000 in first place prize money. 1 lap to go, Dustin, for position number 4 in the 26th Dirt Late Model Dream.
He rolls down the back straightaway for the final time. He has indeed stretched that advantage out over the last few laps. Checkered flag in the air. The winner of heat race number 4. 4th starter in the Dirt Late Model Dream is going to be Jonathan Davenport. Brendan Shepard crosses in the 2nd spot as Bobby Pierce will finish 3rd. Mike Marlar grabs the 4th spot. Late race shuffle. Stormy Scott 5th, Travis Stemler 6th, Johnny Scott 7th, and Logan Robertson rounds out the finishers in 8th. So it's Bobby Pierce finishing 3rd, Brandon Shepard finishing 2nd, and you look at the in-car camera shot right there as he rolls into the FloRacing scale area, ladies and gentlemen. Out of Blairsville, Georgia, the Nutrient Ag Solutions, ASC Warning, Spartan Motors, Lance Landers, Longhorn, number 49, Superman Jonathan Davenport.
Jonathan Davenport, 15 wins on the year for the 2015 Dirt Late Model Dream winner. He will start 4th in tonight's main event. He felt like he had a car to win back on Thursday night, a little bit of contact, and it got the car a little bit out of whack in that feature. Tonight, can he get redemption? As he pulls up, looking at the temperature gauge, and he's going to let it run for a second, and we'll see if he's able to shut it down or not, and he will. Well, Jonathan, you thought back on Thursday night maybe one slipped away from you. Tonight, what can you do to get to victory lane?
Probably not make the same bad mistake I made last night. We wanted to try something different, and it's my fault, but this car's really good. My guys worked real hard on it all day, so just got to thank Nutrient Ag Solutions and everybody watching back home, man. We put this thing in victory lane.
All right, he's going to go after $126,000 tonight. He is one of 17 drivers who has won a Dirt Late Model Dream.
All right, Ben, great job. Thank you very much. Heat number 4, 15 laps, top 3, transfer on the pole. He's had quite a week. The 40B out of Brandon, Florida, to be Kyle Bronson alongside the 8-time Dirt Late Model Dream winner. In the 0 out of Mooresburg, Tennessee, it is Scott Bloomquist.
Row number 2 on the inside, one of the Dirt Late Model Dream rookies. Can he make his way in out of Johnson City, Tennessee? The 83 is Jensen Ford. And on the outside of him, looking for his first Eldora crown jewel, out of Gaffney, South Carolina, the 44 is Chris Smokey Madden.
Row 3, DJ, a pair of former Dirt Late Model Dream winners. The 17 out of Chickamauga, Georgia, it's Mac Daddy Dale McDowell. And the 28 out of Carpentersville, Illinois, is Dennis Erb Jr.
And the Larry Mooring Motorsports, number 1 out of Mount Vernon, Iowa, it's going to be Chad Simpson. Outside of him is the 18 of Chase Young Hands, your final 2 starters. Mike Benedum in 25, Jeff Matthews in 33. 10 cars answering the call. They'll go 15 laps. Heat race number 4. The winner of this one starts 3rd in the Dirt Late Model Dream.
Hudson O'Neill, Dean Bowen, Dwayne Chamberlain have all scratched from this race at turn number 1. For the inside of row number 2, Kyle Bronson at Brandon Ford 40B will lead the 0 into turn number 3. Trying to go 3 wide briefly, McDowell on the bottom. Jensen Ford, who's had a solid week right there trying to get in his first dream.
He's going to allow, tonight, that's right. He's going to allow Chris Madden to sneak by him on the outside, move Madden up into the 3rd spot. Jensen Ford holds on to 4th. Madden now going to try to close in on the 0 as Scott Bloomquist. Bronson running high. Oh, Jensen Ford in the wall down in turns 3 and 4, and the caution flag is out. Oh, man, what a tough break for the likable driver out of Johnson City, Tennessee.
We'll see if there's damage if he comes to the infield.
He smoked that wall pretty decent up there, man. I'm going to guess. Here's a look at the Longacre Racing Products instant replay. And again, we've said it before, James. He slides up into the wall, and it doesn't look like a lot, but when you're carrying the speeds that these guys carry around this racetrack, a little can be a lot, and I think that could be the case on the 83, Ben.
Yeah, he knocked the right side of that deck out of the race car. A lot of damage on the right rear, and his heat race is over. Best case scenario, he's going to start deep in a B main. But, man, what a heartbreaker. You really thought Jensen might have had a shot to race his way into the feature.
Well, 2 laps are down, and they were just about to go back to green flag racing, but instead Eldora Speedway official is going to toss the yellow flag back out on the speedway. So Barney Craig, the 5-time Eldora Speedway stock car track champion, behind the wheel of that Ford Raptor pace truck, going to leave it on the track for one more circuit. Make sure we've got a good lineup again. 2 laps scored, James, 13 laps to go, and the winner of this one rolls off 3rd in tonight's $126,000 to win Dirt Late Model Dream.
Barney doesn't have the beach volleyball, the beach ball strapped in tonight, does he?
No, but did you see the picture I posted of that? One of our safety officials, when they picked it up last night, they buckled in the beach ball. That way they could tell, that thing, that pesky beach ball wouldn't get back out. You didn't toss it on the track, did you?
Well, it was still inflated, so it didn't have a flat, so he went a lap down immediately.
Yeah, I think they're going to impound it tonight. All right, 2 laps are scored, 13 laps to go. Kyle Bronson, your leader, chooses the inside lane. Bloomquist outside, Green's back out, 3 wide for 2nd spot.
Madden, McDowell, Bloomquist, and Scott Bloomquist will drift up the track. McDowell over. Oh, McDowell not getting into it. Young hands. Oh, my goodness. Here they come. Kyle Bronson, Chris Madden, and Dennis Erb Jr. takes advantage from 6th to 3rd right there. What a turn 2 that was.
Dennis Erb Jr. passed more cars than anybody in the 27th Dream that was run here just 48 hours ago. I talked to him after the race, and he said, if I can just get a little better starting spot on Saturday night, I think I may have something for him. Right now, he is locked into the show, running the 3rd spot. Dennis Erb Jr., James, the 2016 Dirt Late Model Dream winner, as we look back on the battle for 4th.
Pair of Team Zero cars, McDowell and Bloomquist. Kyle Bronson has been so good here this week. A couple of 3rd place finishes. Can he get the biggest win of his career tonight? If he wins this race, he will start inside of row number 2. As you see, the 8-time Dirt Late Model Dream winner trying to reel him back in. But right now, on the outside looking in position number 5.
Kyle Bronson has been so good so far here this week, able to run the top side of this racetrack as well as anybody, as well as any Jonathan Davenport or Bobby Pierce topside run we've seen over the years here at Eldora. The question everyone, though, wants to know is, can KB keep the car up on the top, keep it smooth, keep it consistent, and keep it out of the wall for 100 laps? Well, he's only got to do it for 15 laps in this heat race, James. I don't know. It looks like Chris Madden might be closing in just a tick on the race leader.
You mentioned the job Dennis Erb Jr. did here on Thursday night. Passed more cars in the B-Main than anybody. Passed more cars in the Dirt Late Model Dream, the 27th edition. But he's well behind Chris Madden. It's been a tough go the first few nights, but right now in that 2nd spot, can he track down Bronson as the laps? We still have 9 down, 6 to go, but here's the battle right here between McDowell. As you see the distance between Bronson and Madden into turn 3, Destin.
Yeah, Bronson's got a sizable advantage now over Chris Madden, though you do see he's closing into the back of the field a little bit. Again, with the clean air in these race cars, doesn't take much for that air to get upset. And the driver that is running behind of your leader, it doesn't take much again for that air to get upset. The 2nd place car to close in just a little bit. Might not be the case right here, though. 4 laps to go. It was a 1.6 second advantage last time for Kyle Bronson, and it's a 1.7 second advantage now for the Brandon, Florida driver.
We're going to ride around Jeff Matthews. Those two have battled for years at East Bay, right?
Yes, they
Bronson
have.
and Matthews, but Matthews right there a
Where's
lap down.
Keith Nosbish when
Yes.
you need him?
Where's Doug Horton who lives down there now, right? How about Bronson works the bottom now. Got to keep it out of the wall. He'll drift up the track. Madden will start to close, but they're running out of time. 12 down, 3 to
Dennis
go.
Erb on the front straightaway, a giant puff of smoke.
Oh, no. And down the back straightaway. And how long is he going to last? Because right now we've got 2 to go.
Oh, he's slowing up, James.
Dustin, the white flag next time around. He's going to go till it blows.
Keep going, baby. Hang on to it. I can tell you this. Bronson's got the race won. Man, oh, the caution flag comes out. Oh, not what Dennis Erb wanted to see. Oh, the caution comes out, and that it could be for debris on from Erb's car. Yeah, oh, man, he's going to make the hard turn into the infield.
And I tell you who else didn't want to see that caution. Scott Bloomquist was going around Dale McDowell for what would become a transfer spot, and now he's going to have 2 laps to figure it out. How about the start to this race? Things got a little bit crazy down there in 1 and 2.
Yeah, I tell you who else did. You're exactly right, Ben. They got pretty wild. You know who else didn't want to see this was Kyle Bronson. He was up front coming to a checkered flag, guys, and now instead of coming to a checkered flag, it's a 2-lap dash to the finish with a double file restart. Talk about Heartbreak Hotel.
Dennis was going to run it, wasn't he? He was going to run it till
He was running it till the end, man. Son of a gun.
Man. All right, so we'll 13 in the books. It'll be Bronson, Madden, McDowell, Bloomquist, Simpson, Young Hands, Benedum, Matthews. Again, Jensen Ford was out earlier. Hudson O'Neal, Dean Bowen, Dwayne Chamberlain did not start. Wow.
I see Dale McDowell rolling by us here. Look at the right rear of that race car, James. He's got damage on the right rear of that car, and you wonder how that is going to upset the momentum on the 17M on this restart with 2 laps to go.
You never see that on Dale Mack's car here, do you?
No, and it looks like there's a little bit of damage maybe on the left side of Bloomquist race car as well. Kind of hard to tell from our vantage point, maybe up near the left front tire. Ben?
Maybe just a little bit. I tell you what, as I look around this speedway, one thing that sticks out to me even since opening ceremonies, holy moly, look at this crowd here tonight.
It's good. It's good.
It is fantastic.
And you know what? I think all of these people and maybe a couple of their friends are going to be back with us for the World's 100, the World 100s coming up in September.
How about 4 days in September? Sign me up, Coach. Sign me up.
I'll celebrate my 25th birthday then.
For the 20th time?
We'll be there. Can't wait. Tickets still on sale, Dustin, right?
Absolutely. If you haven't done so, get them. I'd encourage you to make your hotel reservations or camping reservations too if you haven't done that yet.
All right, 2 laps to go. The winner of this race starts inside of row number 2. The next heat races will determine your front row.
Well, this changes things.
Well, let's see what the 2 Team Zero cars, McDowell and Bloomquist. You mentioned Bloomquist, as Ben mentioned, just got around him, but the caution was out, so we'll go back to the last scored lap. Now does Madden have anything for Bronson? Here we go, Dustin. Green-white checker to determine heat 4.
Bronson on the inside. Madden trying to get a head full of steam up top through turns 1 and 2. Bronson holds the advantage. Madden going to try to cross him over down the back straightaway. Off turn number 2. This is for starting position number 3 in the Dirt Late Model Dream. Here comes Smokey.
Here comes Zero. And Zero on the outside. White flag, McDowell that goes side by side into turn 1. Can Bloomquist get the final transfer spot, Dustin, here in the 4th heat?
Bronson's pulled back ahead. He's safely out front in this one. Coming to the checkered flag, and just as I say that, he goes high and nearly drifts the wall. Bronson's going to get the win. Madden will finish 2nd, and 3rd spot goes to Scott Bloomquist. Dale McDowell 4th, Chase Younghands 5th, and talk about a shakeup in the closing stages of this one. Ladies and gentlemen, finishing 3rd in the Zero out of Mooresburg, Tennessee, Scott Bloomquist. Finishing in the 2nd spot out of Gaffney, South Carolina, Chris Smokey Madden. And how about it for the winner of heat race number 4? He's going to start 3rd in the Dirt Late Model Dream out of Brandon, Florida. It's Kyle Bronson. So Kyle Bronson going to roll off the scales, and he's going to stop. The crew is going to take that hood off maybe and check the temperature on it. And I see our very own Ruben Morales making his way over to grab a word with the winner of heat race number 4.
Yeah, Kyle Bronson has been strong. Kyle, you've been strong and strong. We keep talking about that. Let's talk about the track. What's it doing out there?
Oh, it's getting pretty slick there, but still got a curve there. We're just a little too tight there, and
there at the end we was running a little temperature, so I was trying to take it easy as I could. So, you know, we got a little work to do. It's really hot outside and a lot of dirty air there, so we're going to give it all we got and hopefully be there at the end of 100 laps today.
All right, Kyle Bronson trying to get that dirt late model dream here tonight, guys.
He's been spectacular this week, but Brandon Overton's just been a little bit better than everyone else. But could that all change tonight, Dustin? Heat number 5, 15 laps, and guess what?
The winner of this one starts on the outside front row of the dirt late model dream.
Devin Moran, he'll be on the pole, the number 9 out of Dresden, Ohio. Outside of him, the 19R out of Marshalltown, Iowa, the Reaper, Ryan Gustin.
Row number 2 on the inside. He made the dirt late model dream here just 2 nights ago. Out of Mooresville, North Carolina, the 6 is Nick Hoffman. Outside of him, one of the Eldora Crown Jewel rookies out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. Over 30 wins a year ago for Max Blair.
Row 3, the PCC Motorsports entry, the 11 out of Meridian, Mississippi, the 20-year-old. It's Spencer Hughes on the outside, the driver that formerly drove the PCC car. In the 8th, the high side tickler out of Mooresville, North Carolina, it is Kyle Strickler.
4th row back on the inside, the 2013 World 100 winner, now out of Knoxville, Tennessee. In the 23, it's going to be John Blankenship, and on his outside out of Beaufort, South Carolina, in the number 24D, it's Michael Brown.
Remaining 3 cars, the B1 bomber out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota, Brent Larson, the 26 junior out of Lyons, Georgia's Jimmy Sharp Jr. in the 88, the little head knocker out of Union, South Carolina. That is Trent Ivy, Parker Martin, and Freddie Carpenter have both scratched in-car.
Ryan Gustin carrying the in-car camera. You see him moving that car back and forth, left to right, make sure the tires are warmed up before they take the green flag. Yellow lights are about to be turned off. Again, this is heat race number 5, James. The winner of this heat race will start on the outside front row of the dirt late model dream. Second will roll off 11th. That's a pretty big gap between first and second. A lot riding on the line in this one. 15 laps is the distance. The top 3 transfer into the 26th running of the dream. Devin Moran on the pole. The Reaper, Ryan Gustin on the outside. Hoffman and Blair in row 2. Anything can happen in heat race number 5, and the green flag is out.
Devin Moran, the crossover by Gustin. Out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Devin Morano had to lead the tie. Touareg Longhorn down the back straightaway. Gustin in second. Blair runs third. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Hang on. Blair got up against the wall, throwing the slider in there. It's going to be Nick Hoffman.
Hoffman's able right now to race his way into a transfer spot. Blair got up in the rough stuff over in turn number 3. Devin Moran stretched out to an early advantage. Then it's Gustin in second. Hoffman in third, trying to make his second dream of the week. And Max Blair right now on the outside looking in fourth. Behind them, a gaggle of cars, James.
Top 10 on Thursday night for Hoffman in that Hatcher car. There's 3 wide back there, but that's behind Kyle Strickler. But they got to pick up the pace. This 15-lapper right now. We've got 3 in the books. Devin Moran showing the way into turn number 1.
3 down, 12 to go. We double it up for those of you watching at home. That's your race leader, Devin Moran, over on the right-hand side of your page. The battle for the transfer spot on the left-hand side of the screen. That's Nick Hoffman in the Hatcher number 6, and the Viper Motorsports 111V of Max Blair. The black 6 of Hoffman, the white and black 111 of Max Blair, going at it for the final transfer position.
Well, they keep doing that. They're going to wear out that top, and then we're going to have top to bottom for the 26 Dirt Late Model Dream as Moran right now. And we got one in the wall. Max Blair in 3 and 4, and the caution is out. And not sure if he had a tire go down or what happened, Dustin, but the 3rd generation Pennsylvania driver in trouble here in heat number 5.
Looks like he broke something on that race car. He is, the winning net is down. He's taking his helmet off. Max Blair's heat race is going to be done, and unfortunately his night could very well be done as well. If we're able to get that car fixed, he's going to be buried deep in one of those B mains coming up in just a little bit. Not going to have a lot of turnaround time, and man, that is a tough break. He ran well last night. He was actually right there hanging around 10th or just inside the top 10 in his preliminary race. He fell back just a little bit there towards the end, but had a really strong showing, kept showing signs of improvement here as the week has gone on. But Max Blair, ladies and gentlemen, climbing out of the Viper Motorsports number 111. James, we just saw, well, I thought I was going to have it up. We just saw momentarily how the feature lineup was looking. But There it is. Look at that. I like that. Right there, James, on your screen, that's how the feature lineup looks right now. So, again, heat race number 5, you see that we right now are vying for starting spots 2, 11, and 17. Row 10, you see right there, James? That right now is your 2 high point guys not to make their way in. Devin Moran currently leads this race, so if he's able to make his way in, it'll be Jimmy Owens and the next highest driver.
And Owens is in the 6th heat.
Yes. Yes, he is.
So that, if those guys, and again, they're yet to run, we'll know more after that 6th heat, who starts 19th and 20th, as you see Max Blair going on the hook.
Yeah, and you see
Sean and Lisa Martin, 111, Viper Risk Management.
And right there below that, James, is what I was pointing out to you, are the current Row 10 provisionals. That's the order. Moran, then Owens, then Gustin, then Lanigan. Good stuff.
Right on it.
I love technology.
And that's official.
And guys, we're down here.
That's official.
Right rear blue on the 111V of Max Blair. That is unfortunate for Max, making his Eldora debut in a super late model, guys.
All right, Ruben, thank you very much. Devin Moran had a good lead there. The Ty Touareg Longhorn, number 9. Now we'll double them up. Gustin is 2nd, Hoffman 3rd, and Strickler will now be 4th as Blair is out of the race. Tough week for Kyle Strickler. And he started with the Team Zero car, got into the wall the other night, and then he and, Fager had nowhere to go, and both those cars were heavily damaged.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if he's able to work his way into the show here in this one, as Moran will choose the inside lane on this restart. 5 laps complete, 5 down, 10 laps to go in heat race number 5. Winner starts on the outside front row of the Dirt Late Model Dream. Devin Moran chooses the inside lane for the restart.
Gustin will swing it out wide. Devin will come up through the middle into turn number 1. Gustin up against the wall. Now Strickler, how about Strickler on the bottom, slides up the track, and he and Gustin almost get together. And here comes the 11 of Spencer Hughes, the PCC Motorsports car. Oh my goodness, they are going at it out of turn 4. Gustin, Strickler, side by side. Moran leads with 6 in the books. What a restart.
They're racing like this is the $126,000 payday. This is just for a spot in tonight's Dirt Late Model Dream. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all right there together. Holy moly, look at them going at it.
Business is picking up, Hoffman on the bottom. Hughes, the youngster, Gustin. Now here comes John Blankenship, former World 100 winner, the 23, as Strickler pulls away from them. Strickler and the Longhorn the last couple of nights, but it's the Longhorn of Devin Moran into turn number 1. Dustin right now the lead over the high side tickler right now is 2.2 seconds.
Man, that was pretty wild there for a little while. Things have kind of calmed back down just a little bit. Strickler somewhat solidly in the 2nd spot. Ryan Gustin 3rd. Now Nick Hoffman has that 4th position. He's on the outside looking in, trying to net himself a good starting spot in tonight's 2nd B main. Spencer Hughes runs 5th. John Blankenship in the 6th spot, this time by James. 5 laps to go. Devin Moran continues to stretch out his advantage over Kyle Strickler.
Strickler, that Heartbreak Hotel here last September, the Dirt Late Model Stream. Cut a tire on the final lap down the back straightaway, but right now he had bad luck here on the first part of the week, and right now Gustin closing in on him as Moran's got a straightaway lead over these two down the main straightaway, Kyle Strickler and Ryan Gustin.
Ryan Gustin is caught back up, as you see there on the screen. He's caught right back up to the 8 of Kyle Strickler, trying to work his way around. This happens, as James mentioned, well behind your race leader. 3 laps to go. These two going at it for the 2nd spot. Both of them right now in the show. Top 3 advance. Kyle Strickler in 8. Ryan Gustin, the 19R, James.
Nick Hoffman several car lengths back. Devin Moran, as we have Michael Brown slowing here on the main straightaway. They'll have 2 to go. White flag next time around. For the outside of the front row, the 2nd generation driver down the back straightaways. We see the battle there between Strickler and Gustin. Again, they're safely in the show. They don't know who's behind them, though. We'll go to the white.
White flags out, 1/2 mile remaining for Devin Moran and the Ty Touareg Racing number 9. Solidly in command of this race with no lap traffic in front of him. Battle for the 2nd spot on the left-hand side of your screen. We'll see if Gustin throws a slider on Strickler. Checkered flags out. Moran's going to get the win. Gustin does not. It'll be Kyle Strickler taking the 2nd spot. Gustin finishes in 3rd. Then it'll be Hoffman 4th. Hughes 5th. Blankenship 6th. Trent Ivy's going to cross. No, Brent Larson will cross in the 7th spot. Then Jimmy Sharp and Trent Ivy will round out the cars running on the racetrack here in heat race number 5. So Ryan Gustin finishes in third. Kyle Strickler grabs second, and the winner of heat race number 5. He's now in the FloRacing scale area. He is in the Ty Torek Racing, C&W Trucking, Tommy Pope Construction, Big D's Pizza, Longhorn number 9 from right here in the Buckeye state of OHIO. Let him hear you, Eldora, Devin Moran.
Well, has 2 World of Outlaw victories this year, and both of them come at half miles, you know. Florida in February got the Dirt Car Nationals victory at Eldora Speedway Park, and won at a little place, you know, called Bristol Motor Speedway. And man, those half miles he's been good at this year, and his dad won $1 million 20 years ago. Devin, you've conquered all the half miles. Volusia, Bristol, can you conquer this half mile tonight for the dream?
Yeah, man, I really hope so. Hopefully they go out there and work the track a little bit. If not, it's going to be kind of a boring race, I feel like. So maybe they'll do a little track prep, and we'll get out there and we can rip the lip for 100.
Well, his dad won the $1 million 20 years ago, Devin Moran, which, by the way, guys, was my pick coming into the weekend. Hopefully I can beat Ben on this one. Devin Moran on the outside of the front row.
And that means, go ahead, James.
It's not official till we pick before the feature tonight.
Right? Heat race number 6 on the track. Ladies and gentlemen, final heat race of the night. The winner of heat race number 6 starts on the pole of tonight's Dirt Late Model Dream.
It'll be former Dirt Late Model Dream winner and World 100 winner to be Jimmy Owens, the number 20 out of Newport, Tennessee, alongside the 2003 Dirt Late Model Dream winner out of Union, Kentucky. It'll be Darrell Lanigan.
Row number 2 on the inside. Row number 2's got a pair of former winners as well. It's going to be, well, the Stream winner last year, Timmy McCready on the inside and Shane Clanton on the outside.
And then it's Brian Shirley, Jacob Hawkins, Stephen Roberts, Mason Ziegler, Boom Briggs, Ryan Missler, Jeep Van Wormer, G.R. Smith are all scratches here in the 6th and final heat.
That'll give us 9 cars running 15 laps. Heat 6 about to go. Green winner starts on the pole of the 26 Dirt Late Model Dream.
Darrell Lanigan 18 years ago. They try to squeeze in a 3 wide. McCready on the bottom for the pole at a turn number 2 down the back straightaway. McCready digging hard. He and Lanigan 39 and 29 side by side of the 3.
Top has been the place to be, but if anybody can run the low side, it's Tim McCready. Lanigan threads the needle coming off the corner though and leads lap number 1.
The 2 veteran drivers. 51-year-old Darrell Lanigan, 47-year-old Tim McCready down the back straightaway as they head into turn number 3. Shane Clanton right there, and he goes to the top. Jimmy Owens and Shane Clanton trying to become a 2-time Dirt Late Model Dream winner, running in 3rd right now. But he bites the concrete into 1.
Yep, he sure did. That was Shane Clanton in the 25 just behind this battle. He grabbed the wall, but he's able to keep it underneath of him right now and hang on momentarily to that 3rd and final transfer spot. But he's got a pack of wolves back there behind him with the likes of Jimmy Owens, Brian Shirley, and Mason Ziegler.
Brian Shirley sliding across the track. Had to get on the binders and turn it to the left. Down there to turn number 3 now. Out of 4, it's Darrell Lanigan with the lead, the Johnny Appleseed Classic winner. He has started 19 Dirt Late Model Dreams at his 2nd all-time, only to Scott Bloomquist, and he looks good in that Club 29 card, DJ.
Indeed he does. What a turnaround it would be for Darrell Lanigan, James, if he was able to get the win in this heat race and start on the pole of the Dirt Late Model Dream. 2nd spot will start 12th. So a pretty hefty gap between 1st and 2nd in this heat race as Lanigan remains out front. 6 laps going up on the video board in turn 2.
In the history of this event, only 3 drivers have won it more than once. Freddie Smith, Billy Moyer have won it twice. Scott Bloomquist with 8. Lanigan and Clanton trying to win it twice, so is Owens. But right now, Tim McCready, he won the Stream here a year ago. He's won the World 100, but he's never won the Dirt Late Model Dream. He runs in 2nd down the main straightaway here in the 6th and final heat with 7 in the books.
Tell you what, Lanigan is not pulling away. McCready's actually changed his line just a wee little bit here over the last couple laps. We'll see if that is able to pay dividends for him. Behind him still Shane Clanton running 3rd, Jimmy Owens 4th, and Brian Shirley in the 5th spot, halfway home, 8 laps down, 7 laps remaining, still about a 6 or 7/10 advantage. Here comes McCready down to the inside momentarily, though. Lanigan able to pull back ahead.
Timmy's so good here in 100-lap races. This is the 15-lapper. He'll try that top again, and they'll see what he does going into 1. Lanigan at the line with 9 in the books. The lead is 0.8 of a second. McCready back to the top again. Clanton runs in 3rd, then it's Owens and Shirley as they head into turn number 3 with 5 to go.
On behind of them, Jake Hawkins just grabbed the wall a little bit coming off the corner. He was your 6th place car. Would open up the door for Mason Ziegler to work his way by. Daryl Lanigan still out front by less than a second. There you see Tim McCready slowly kind of creep into your screen again. McCready trying a couple different lines around this racetrack. Now making another charge at your race leader, James. Does he have it in him with 4 to go?
Like you said, what's the difference if you start on the pole or if you finish second? Where do you start at?
You start 12th outside of row 6.
Yeah, that's a big difference with all these competition we have here this year. Right now, Daryl Lanigan, very impressive out of turn 4, down the main straightaway. Jay Dickens power plant under the hood. Randy Thompson out of Meridian, Mississippi, the car owner. It used to be the K3, has been mentioned. That car used to be, well, Bub McCool had a chance to drive it a few years ago. He didn't drive it. Randy Thompson put some other drivers in it, but Daryl Lanigan went down to Mississippi and picked it up a few months ago, and right now, he could come home with his 2nd career dream victory because he's going to start on the pole here in a few more laps if he can hold off McCready.
McCready was the faster of the 2 drivers that last time by. James closed that gap back down to 0.6 of a second. White flags in the air. Final time around. Can Lanigan hang on for one more lap? 0.5 of a second the advantage. I wonder what McCready's going to do in 3 and 4. I wonder what Lanigan's going to do. They get down the back straightaway for the final time. T-Mac going to dive bomb down to the inside in turns 3 and 4, but it's not enough. Daryl Lanigan wins Heat 6. He'll start on the pole with the Dirt Late Model Dream. Tim McCready 2nd, Shane Clanton 3rd, Jimmy Owens 4th, and Brian Shirley rounds out the top 5. And that'll do it for heat race action here this evening. So the 3rd and final transfer spot goes to the 25 of Shane Clanton. 2nd will go to the 39 of Tim McCready. And the winner of heat race number 6, he'll start on the pole with a Dirt Late Model Dream out of Union, Kentucky. Let him hear you, Eldora. It's Daryl Lanigan.
Man, what a roller coaster of a year it's been for the 29 of Daryl Lanigan. Started the year off with the World of Outlaws Morton Buildings Late Model Series, and man, it's been a wild roller coaster for him, and getting this Club 29 back, and man, obviously he won here 2 weeks ago at Eldora in the Johnny C. Apple Classic, and it looks like Lanigan took the helmet off, they're cooling the car off, or they're cooling the engine off as well. Well, Daryl, you're back in your Club 29 looking comfier than ever. You are on the pole with a Dirt Late Model Dream. Talk to us about it.
That's definitely awesome. Like I said, I can't thank everybody enough for this. Thank the fans, and hopefully we'll get 100 laps in a good race.
All right, Lanigan starting on the pole here tonight, guys. Can he get it done?
Well, that was 18 years ago he won this race. So he gets in for the 20th time in his career. Bloomquist in for the 22nd time. And unofficially, that would mean the top 2 pointmen from last night, not yet again unofficial till we verify this, Jimmy Owens and Shannon Babb, I believe, are the 2 drivers. They will not have to run a B feature here